Hello everyone. Oh my god, this hair will not do. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, mm, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And in today's video, I'm going to be reading your life concerns. But before we begin, I also have to share my life concerns because it's a two-way thing, not just like a you share your concerns to me. I'll do mine too. Firstly, I have so much stuff to do and zero motivation to do them. And I'm sure that's going to be some of the responses that I have in my Google form. I only have I mean like 50, because I cleared out the ones that were a little bit repetitive or just weird, I guess. Yeah. There are a lot of inappropriate ones. Yeah. Not inappropriate in a sense of like just odd, but like not very appropriate for this kind of matter. But let me share the things I have to do before Tuesday, and today it is Sunday. So basically I have to get it by the end of Monday, essentially. So I have a French unit test on Wednesday, and then on Thursday I have a social unit test and a math unit test, and I need to do good in all three of those because for French I need to uphold the good marks that I have, and French unit tests are extremely difficult for no reason. And then I have a social unit test, and for that, my social average dropped 10% because of one quiz, because I did really, really bad. And my average was a 97, so it like dropped significantly. And then math unit test, I need to do better because, yeah, I just need to do better so I can get into university and then get a job and then not be homeless. Yeah. Oh, there's something in my eye. Okay. And then I also need to do some of my math homework that I basically just have from school. And then I need to do my social quiz redo because, like I said, I did really bad on that one quiz, and I have a chance of getting 3% higher. So I don't really know why I'm doing this for 3% higher, but nevertheless, do it. Then I have to do band, which is smart music. And then I have to do band exec stuff, basically writing like a rationale. And then I have to film this podcast episode, which I'm doing right now, so I can cross that off. Yay. But I'm not done filming, so. Okay. So, that is my concern. And I also watched this K-drama because my friend recommended it to me. It's called Love Struck in the City. And this K-drama is actually really good. Yeah, he recommended a good one. I'm on episode 6 already. No, 7. 7 already. And I started yesterday. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. I'm not doing my stuff and only watching K-dramas. Anyway, what did I have to say? Yes, we're going to read your life concerns starting with question number 1. And I'll try to provide like a solution, but if not, maybe you guys can help me out too, because maybe I didn't face some things that this person faced or something like that. Okay, so here goes. One of my concerns is that I'm not trying things in life and I'll regret it later, IDKY, but this has always been a concern / thought for me. Okay, well, if you're like young, let's say not at high school yet, I don't think you have to really be worried about these things, like, oh, I'm not doing everything that I see people on the internet doing. I feel like that shouldn't really be a concern. Obviously, it's nice to have like a hobby or something that you can kind of put your concentration towards that isn't school. Still do school. Like, that's still important. If you don't pay attention in middle school, you'll suffer in high school, obviously. But I feel like finding something that's like that you can really do is really important. Like, so some people do sports, and so that maybe that could be like your thing. So for me, I started YouTube, but before that, I didn't really have anything that I did seriously. Like, I didn't do any sports. I guess I played violin, but I didn't really enjoy it. So I don't think it was like anything that significant. But yeah, try to find something that you can actually say and like be proud of. Yeah. Okay. And then the next concern, I'm trying to kind of get through these fast because we do have 56 of them. What happens if you're still trying to figure out your career and you're almost an adult? Honestly, I would say just don't do things that I feel like is more superficial just because others are doing it. Don't choose that career path, I guess, or you heard that this career path makes a lot of money, because in the long run you'll be like, oh crap, why did I make that decision just because of money or just because of friends? Because that's not really going to work out. So do what you think will be a little bit better for you. So I'm sure like a lot of people don't know like what their career path is going to be, but I know some universities have an option where it's like you can kind of explore around for the first year and then kind of choose a topic. And I'm sure by that time you'll be able to find something that is interesting to you, I guess. Yeah, for me, I do kind of have something that why am I only talking about me? I guess just as an example, like I do have something that I'm interested in and I would like to pursue it in the future too. But I only like realized this until grade 10, which is like high school. So, and this was only like the first year of high school too. But before that, I really didn't know what I was going to go into. I just kind of had like a general idea. I knew what I wasn't gonna do, which was science, because I hate science. Okay, and then the next question is, I'm trying to do well in exams, but I just sometimes can't. Well, I guess the normal question would be, are you studying enough? Like, are you really, really trying your best? And I know that's really difficult with all these like bothering things like social media and like the internet. And when you're trying to study for something, you always kind of get back into the routine of doing something else, which is exactly what I'm doing. So I really shouldn't be the one giving you guys advice here. But if you're doing that, kind of change your priorities to your exams if that's what's really important to you right now, which I think should be, rather than doing something else and wasting your time. And try to know what's effective learning. So everyone has different ways of learning, but try to know which ones work for you, and in like a timely manner too, because like you could spend 6 hours doing something without concentration, but then you could also finish something in an hour with pure concentration. So kind of think of it that way. Okay, and then the next concern is, I'm worrying about my future a lot. Oh, well, this one's kind of similar to the other one that I answered, like just lose interest in other things. So just kind of, someone call for me? I don't know. Because my sister's making cookies downstairs. Okay, that has nothing to do with the video. Okay, I'm struggling to get all my work done at school, and my grades are dropping because I've been struggling with anxiety and depression. Do you have any advice for me? Like, what can I do to get my grades back up again? P.S. I love your videos. You're amazing, and hope you have an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing day as well. I feel like this is a little difficult for me because for me, I'm that person that just has to get their work done. I know I'm just saying like, oh, I watched 6 episodes of K-dramas in one day, but still I always end up getting my work done because I know how to prioritize, I guess. Like, even though I'm watching all these K-dramas, I'll still finish this at the end of the day. And that's kind of what I want to say. Even if you, like, just because you're finishing all this work at school doesn't mean you should not have fun at all. Like, I still have fun and I always get my work done, even if they aren't like perfect. So maybe that's your problem, like trying to make it perfect. I don't know if it is, but for me, I don't have that expectation on myself, and it's honestly really like liberating, I guess. Yeah. And instead of like focusing on what you need to catch up on, like prepare yourself for what's coming in the future. That's really helpful. Yeah. I love how I'm like, wow, this advice is so good, even for myself. Okay. I'm really worried about life in general. I feel like I've been slacking for a lot, and then I put too much energy into people to build a relationship, but they don't bring it back. I also feel like my mental health has been declining as time has gone by. Okay. This isn't very specific, but they say that they've been slacking, and then they put all of their concentration into relationships that they aren't really confident in. Well, I guess this is kind of a difficult question to ask, but why are you focusing your priorities on something that you know won't work well? Like, when you're already in that mindset of, I'm going to try even though I know this isn't going to work, it's not a really good mindset to be in, I guess. And if you're like slacking because of that reason, then obviously, this might sound harsh, but you need to get your priorities straight and focus on something that will bring you success instead of something that won't. I don't know what to say for this because it's not very specific in terms of situations. Yeah. Okay. And the next one is, okay, I really don't know what to do with my life. Oh, that's the common theme of these. Just a little bit sad. Have you ever thought about how, like, society kind of pressures you to choose what you want to do for the rest of your life at such a young age. But then it could also be just like a phase, you know, it could just be something that you're interested just for like a short period, then you have to change it. Okay, that's besides the point, and I can't solve that. So for context, I'm 19 and I live in the USA. It's been a dream of mine to be an artist, like in a rock band or an orchestral band, or an athlete, particularly figure skating. This is my last week of my job because I had to leave due to a long-lasting injury, and I can't seem to find anything that I would like to do with the limited resources I'm given. I started learning guitar in September, and I'm planning on purchasing a bass soon to help with that, but I don't think that rock is doing well. I don't know. I guess it's all the frustrating with the injury, lack of purpose, and lack of resources in my life. Okay, well, okay, first, I feel like I want to talk about your mindset. You're like saying, oh, this isn't working. I have no resources. I don't know what these specific resources you're talking about are. But in this situation, just change your mindset. Like, oh, I have all of these opportunities and possibilities beyond me, instead of saying, oh, I don't know if this will work. I don't know if I have enough, I don't know, money, whatever that may be for this. Like, try to find something that actually works instead of focusing on things that don't work. You know, like, you need to have more of a positive mindset in order to achieve success. Like, that's pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't recognize that when it's their circumstances. And of course, it's easier said than done, but maybe that's like the first step towards that. Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay. Okay, so this question is basically about like their insecurity about their body, their face, and how they can overcome this. Well, this is also something easier said than done, but for me, I don't have a lot of insecurities, nor do I like having them, and no one likes having insecurities. So like when I go on the internet and I see like these gorgeous people, I don't compare myself to them. I just look at them and admire it. Like a work of art, I guess. Like, I don't compare myself. Like, when you go to, I don't know, an art gallery and then you look at those paintings, you compare yourself with them? No, you just kind of think, oh, that's really pretty, and then move on. Like, I feel like that's what's important, like, to move on from that and to separate your life from others. You don't need to be constantly comparing yourself. And of course, that's not what the question asks, but most insecurities do root from comparison of others. But just recognize that most people that are showing their perfect self isn't actually like that. And of course, they're portraying like the best version of themselves. So if it really does make you feel better, portray the best version of yourself as well, so that you feel as confident as them. And the first step to this is confidence, which it's difficult when you have insecurities to be confident, but you just need to have like that mindset of, yeah, I kind of am better than you. Like, just a little bit. Like, just a little bit. Not too much where it's like, what's wrong with that person? But just enough to overcome that insecurity. Okay. Okay, I really love your straightforward and confident personality. You seem like a person who won't let people walk all over you, and that's something that I admire. My question is, do you have any tips for being like that? Ever since I was young, I had trouble saying no, and I've let people walk all over me and use me to their advantage. It doesn't help that I'm shy, and thank you for everything. Love you. Thank you. How I keep my straightforward and confident personality. I have a mindset of like not really caring about others' perspective despite what I shared about myself. Like, of course, if someone says they hate you, you want to know who it is and you want to know why. Like, that's just human, not like personality wise. But just, I guess, of course you need to be nice to others, but don't care about their perception too much. Like, don't put it in front of your perception. Like, if your feelings are hurt by whatever they do to use you to their advantage, that shouldn't be it. You always need to put yourself first. And of course, this is different among situations, and you shouldn't be selfish, obviously. That's not what I'm trying to promote, not selfishness, but putting yourself in front of others. Like, you should be the most important person in the room when it comes to you. And I'm sure that person thinks the same as well. So, and don't be afraid to say no too. And these are also cliche, but I don't know why, but cliche ones are, because they're repeated so often, they are the ones that work best. And of course, it's easier said than done, but just constantly have that mindset, and don't forget that. Like, when someone, you get an iffy feeling like they're trying to take advantage of you, just be like, mm-mm. Okay, actually, this concern is not much to care about, but everyone is facing this. Because of the COVID situation, our schools are held online. Oh, wait, no. Our schools are held, and there's no online classes, so they're going to offline classes. And also, due to some political things lately, I'm stressed out because of thinking, what am I going to do in the future? Another common theme. I've been caught up with insomnia as well. Love you, Irene. Thank you for listening to my concerns, and sorry for my bad grammar in English. Don't worry about it. Okay. Oh, I want online school too, so you're not alone in that. Yeah. But, okay. I already talked about what am I going to do in the future, so I don't think I need to repeat that again. But for insomnia, I used to kind of have really bad insomnia as well, but I think it was just because I wasn't doing enough stuff. So during the weekends, I can't sleep because, like, I'm not, like, exercising enough. I'm not going out. Oh my god, what the is wrong with my sister? Okay, she was just calling me down for breakfast. She made cookies. It was very sweet. Very thick, too. Oh my god, what is wrong with my hair? Okay, continuing on. Yeah, this person has insomnia. I was talking about how I don't exercise enough, and those days my insomnia is even worse because usually when you do something physically like exercising, you get more tired and sleep comes to you faster. So I recommend doing something a little bit more eventful in your day rather than just staying at home, which is what I've been doing. But I slept at like 12 last night, and I woke up, no, a little over 12, and then I woke up at 8 today. So I think that's a solid sleep. Okay, okay. The next question is, in some months I'll be moving to a city in South Korea. I'm nervous because my Korean is not really good, and I don't know if I would be accepted by the people. Is there any way to learn faster and adapt to the people and culture? Okay. Well, firstly, I'm sure it's like a lot easier once you find kind of friends, I guess, that don't speak the language you speak. Because then it forces you to learn Korean, and it forces you to kind of adapt to the environment, I guess. So I'm sure if you, I don't know where you're going or how old you are, maybe if you go to school, then find some friends, yeah. And also don't be a little too weird. I don't know how to say it, but like, don't be too different, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because if you're different, it's so much easier in any country. It's so much easier for people to be rude to you and think you're like really just odd, I guess. So try to just like not copy them, but like try to be as similar, I guess. So for me, when I was younger, I was always bullied because I moved from like countries to other countries, and sometimes I just didn't speak the language. So like when I first came to the US, like when I first lived there, I did not speak English. I did not even know the alphabet. And usually people in first grade know the alphabet and they can speak fluent English, but I didn't, and I got bullied. And then when I moved back to Korea, I was also bullied because I was different from them. You know, I spoke English and I lived in the US. And then when I moved from Korea to Canada, I also, like, you see the pattern here. Okay. Okay, so the next question. So I'm into K-pop, and that was a year ago. Although I'm considered a new K-pop fan, I'm truly addicted to K-pop and things related to it, specifically BTS. My lessons are held online, so I must use a laptop whenever I study, and I'll be alone in my room. However, I find myself not focusing and surfing the web for fan fictions and all stuff related to K-pop whenever I'm having a lesson. And that definitely did me not so good. So like my grades are worsening and I can't focus in class no matter how hard I try. I don't know what the teacher is talking about, and I feel that no one can help me on my grades now. So what should I do? Okay, so first, I'm sure this isn't just your problem. A lot of people cannot focus, including me when I'm in online school. And I feel like what you need to do is find a good balance of that. Obviously, I'm not saying to give up K-pop like entirely. Like, it's still something you enjoy, and I think you should still continue to do it. But you should find the balance of studying and doing the things you enjoy. So maybe while you listen to BTS songs. You also, doesn't like RM like want armies to study? I don't know. I don't know much about it, so maybe I won't talk about that. But maybe listen to music while you do your math problems. Like, try to find like a good balance where you're still studying and still focusing on that, because it is important, and I'm sure you recognize that as well. And try to catch up. I'm sure like the teacher won't help you, because like teachers in online school, they're also lazy. It's not the students, they're also lazy and they don't want to do work now. They're just at home, and that's with every teacher, which honestly sucks. They're getting paid for that, and they also do like a crap job of their education. It's so crappy, but I don't know, maybe it's different where you live, but I don't think you'd be that far off. And maybe ask your friends like what's going on, you know? And YouTube always helps for me, like if I'm trying to learn math or social studies. Actually, maybe it didn't help with social studies, because I watched one or two videos about the French Revolution and called it a day, and then I did not do well on my test. So also study while watching YouTube videos. That it's just like additional support. So okay, and the next concern is my height is not growing. Can you advise me to do something? To be honest, I'm not tall either. I'm only like 162 centimeters, which I think is 5'3" in feet and inches. But my parents are like quite average to tall. Like my mom's pretty average, like 165, I guess, and my dad is oh frick, I always forget how tall he is. 183, I think, the last time. Yeah, so they're all like quite on the taller side. But for me, and my sister's also really tall for her age too, but me, I do not grow. So maybe that's just genetics. And if you think your parents are like not really on the taller side, then maybe there's nothing more you can do about it. But just eat and sleep. Eat a lot, sleep a lot. Sleep before 10, especially if you're a child, because that is when your bones grow. I don't know how to say it in English, but I know how to say it in Korean. Okay. Oh, we're getting in the tea here. Yes. Okay. My best friend's ex likes me. Okay. But I can't like him back because I don't want to hurt my friend. Oof. Okay. Well, why is he your friend's ex? Like, did something bad happen, or is it just like a mutual thing? Because if it was mutual, then it's fine. And so firstly, if that guy's like bad, like your friend think he's like not a very good person, then you probably shouldn't like him back. But if you genuinely think, like, maybe try to talk it out with your friend, like, would you be fine if I like just talk about it, I guess, right? You don't want to keep like secrets. That's not gonna help anything. This isn't very like clear, but yeah, maybe try talking to your best friend, even if it's difficult, I guess. I don't know, I've never faced this situation because my friend's taste is odd. And I'm sure she thinks the same about my taste too. Okay. Oh wow, why are all the juicy questions bunched up in the middle? Okay, so this person says, I have a crush on someone, but I'm scared to talk to them. Easy solution: gain the confidence and just do it. Because maybe maybe later on you'll be like, oh crap, why didn't I talk to them when I had the chance? Like, what if they start dating someone and then you're like, oh, I could have had a chance with them, you know? Like, just do it now. And even if you're just friends for like a short time of being, and don't be like weird or anything about it, just like try to be friends first and open up to him, and then yeah. Okay. Sometimes I feel very lazy and I'm not responsible with my studies. A common theme. I can't control my sleep schedule very well either. I only lasted 3 to 4 days with a good schedule. Well, for me, whenever I sleep late or wake up really early, I just face the consequences very apparently, because I just fall asleep in class. Is this why I'm doing so bad in social? But I'm doing good in math, so I guess it doesn't equal out. But then I fall asleep more in social. And by falling asleep, I'm not like literally falling asleep. I'm more like that, you know? Like, okay. Try to just set a sleep schedule for yourself. That does not help, Irene. I don't know, because it works for me. Like, put a reminder on your phone. Like, I'm pretty sure you can have those things where it turns all of your apps off. And let's be honest, what are you really doing when you're up really late? Nothing too significant, I don't think. So just go to bed and try to keep all of your electronics in like somewhere else. Like maybe give them to your parents if that helps. Like my mom, she forces me to put all of my devices downstairs except for my Alexa because I use it for my alarm downstairs so that I won't do it, I guess, and have like a solid sleep schedule. Yeah. Okay. The next one is, oh, my stomach. My parents won't allow me to follow my dreams and they want me to become a doctor. Well, I assure you, you're not alone in that. For me, my parents honestly don't care that much as long as I like go to university and have like an actual job, I guess. They don't want me to like become a doctor. And also, I really don't like science, so I don't think I'll ever become a doctor. And this isn't something you can control, to be honest, but once you're 18, like you don't really have to, they don't really have a say in your life, I guess. So keep doing the things you love as long as it's actually helpful to you. Like you genuinely think this will be a solid career and you're working towards that, and have like backup plans for everything. Like keep on doing that, and then once you're 18, bye. Like you can't change your parents' mindset. Like no matter how significant your perspective might be, you won't be able to change theirs. Yeah. Not very helpful, but try to keep that in mind is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we have a K-pop audition question. I'll just delete that. Oh my. That's a lot. Okay. Let's read this. Woo! Okay. So I have a crush on a boy, and since we were 13. And I've known him since 5 years old because he's my neighbor. We go to the same school, and he's a smart guy. He's an INTJ. You're right, he is a smart guy. By the way, ENTJs are usually really smart. Okay, and his friends are mostly girls. For your preference, my MBTI is ISTP. Okay. In junior high, many girls were after him, and before the pandemic started. TBH, I kind of felt jealous. Oh my god, the grammar! First, if you want a guy, work on your grammar a little bit. No, because like, past tense, right? TBH, I kind of felt jealous at that time. And this year we're 15, and he isn't as handsome as idols or whatever, but he is really tall and his skin is much better than mine. Okay. We went to the same part-time job last month, so we kind of have something in common. On September 9th, I asked him what I was type, and I also told him mine. And I just randomly asked him to be my boyfriend, and of course I was rejected that day. Oh, it was really hard to move on because he rejected me, but was also comforting me. We're closer, and when I told him that I saved his contact by some random codes and numbers, he also gave me random numbers and GIFs. Wait, what? Oh, that part doesn't make sense. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So this person put his contact, like the name, with just random codes and numbers, and then he gave this person random numbers and then GF, and then this person keeps thinking about why it's GF, like if he rejected this person. Okay, well, what if he was just typing and then it just happened to be GF? Okay, anyway, I don't think that's the significant part. Well, honestly, I think if I have a crush on someone, I'm fine if I'm still friends with them, because usually it just means I really enjoy their company, or it just means I'm really, really bored and I just want to have a crush. Happens more often than not. Anyway, this isn't about me. So yeah, just keep talking as friends, and who knows, maybe one day, because you guys are talking so much, he'll also gain interest in you in that sort of way. Because what I believe is, if you want to have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend, then you need to talk with them a lot and actually be at their side like constantly to remind them of your presence. And then they start to kind of like gain interest, I guess. So keep on doing that, because you never know, and who knows, maybe you'll lose interest in him in that sort of way, and kind of be a little bit more like friend-like to him too. Yeah. Okay. Oh fuck. I'm swearing. Literally, why do people put inappropriate things here? I don't want to hear about disturbing stories. Frick. Oh, like I literally put like a disclosure there. Okay. Like I'm reading your life concerns. I am not a professional therapist, y'all. Okay. I like doing a lot of things at one go. I'm a writer, musician, quizzer, singer, and I also do some voiceovers as well. I find it difficult to manage all and continue my studying, I guess. So I tend to slack off, and then I get let go of any of my hobbies. What? So you can let go or you can't? That's confusing. It says, but I get let go of any of my hobbies. / I like studying too. I'm gonna assume you can't get let go of the hobbies, but you also like studying. Okay, well, prioritize, like I said. You need to prioritize what's more important to you. So if you're like seriously thinking about becoming a writer in the future, or a musician in the future, or a singer, then focus on that, as well as having studies in your background as well, and maintaining that. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but you still have all of these backup choices. Or maybe you think studying is more important at this rate, which I think studying should be more important if you're like still in school. But then also have singer, musician, all those in the background. So it's just a matter of priorities, I guess. Not everything should be as equally important, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Next question. A lot of these repeat, so I'm not really going to answer them. Okay. Also, some of these I don't have experience with, so I don't really think I should answer them. What? No. It's a K-pop audition question. Okay. Oh, why are these all repeating? I think what you guys should really focus on is that a lot of these issues that people are sharing, they're also shared by other people. So if that's what you're facing, like you feel like you're the only one going through this, that's definitely not the case. Amongst the 7 billion people that live on Earth, your problem is probably faced by other people too. And I don't know, that makes me feel a little bit reassured, like, oh, it's not just me who has this terrible ass life, you know? Because sometimes we do think that. Yeah. Okay. This person says, I feel lonely. It feels like I've been lonely for my entire life. If I have a problem, I can't tell my parents about it because it always ends up with an argument. I always regret telling something personal about me to my sibling. I barely have any friends and I suffer from stress. Recently, there's been a couple symptoms, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, okay. I always keep my struggles and problems to myself. And I feel uncomfortable. I always feel like a burden. I think all I need is not a solution, but someone to comfort. But comfort from someone that I trust. And I always imagine that I'll be lonely for my entire life due to my social anxiety. It would be nice to have someone help me. Okay. Yeah, that does sound actually harsh. You said that you have social anxiety, so this might be a little bit difficult, but try to find maybe just friends. Yeah, and then try to just build a relationship with them, and then maybe you'll feel comfortable with sharing your struggles. And I feel like one thing to mention is that not every single struggle should be shared to people. Obviously, there's some that are like, you just need to let it out. But then there's other ones that you should kind of just brush over. They shouldn't be taken that significantly. And I feel like that's what also gives you stress. Like if you overthink about little things that really shouldn't be that stressful, just kind of brush it off. It's easier said than done, But if you don't take things like into really that deep of a perspective, it gets better. It does. So those are the advice that I have for you. Okay. Okay. This one's a little silly, but I'll just read it. Why does my mom never let my brother clean up? She's always making me and my sister do it all. Oh, wait, is this like a sexist thing? Oh, so I don't know how to fix that. That's, yeah. No. Also, I have a sister. I don't have any brothers, so it's different. Also, my sister mainly does, like, because she likes cooking, so she does more of it than I do. But I still do it. So, but I don't know how to fix that, sorry. Yeah. Then maybe you could offer that your brother does something. Like, if your mother asks you to clean up the house, then maybe you'll be like, okay, then I'll do the rooms and then you can do all the bathrooms. Like something like that, I guess. Okay. Can you give me some skincare routine? Well, I already have a skincare routine video. I'm planning on updating it, but I always forget to film it. Yeah. Okay. So this person says, I have an acne problem and it actively breaks out. It gives me low self-esteem since I know that appearance matters in the entertainment industry. Oh. So this is about K-pop? Okay. You know what? I'll just ignore that part and talk about the skincare part of it. I know there are some acne creams which I do use, but it's not like very acne focused. It's just kind of like calming cream, I guess. So I apply that and wash your face every day. I know some people don't do it. I do it twice a day, like once in the morning, once at night, or sometimes once a day if I really didn't do anything. So that's helpful, I guess. And then there's also those acne spot stickers, I guess. Apply those too if you have breakouts. But honestly, acne is something like everyone has, so I don't think you should feel too insecure about it. And even if you have them, it's not that significant. Like I remember maybe a week ago, someone I know was saying like, oh yeah, I got this like facial done, and when you get like facial done, you get a lot more breakouts and then it gets better in a few days. But anyway, I didn't even notice that because I was busy like talking with them. Like I didn't even notice that they had all of like acne on their face. So like most people don't even care about it. Like they aren't constantly looking at your forehead. If they are actually good friends and they're actually talking to you genuinely, not judging you, they'll probably look at your eyes. Yeah. Maybe your outfit. Yeah. Okay. Next question. Oh no, there's a lot of repeating. I want to answer all of them, but a lot of them are really repeating, like how you have no interests. Like I already talked about all of that. K-pop audition questions. Why didn't I remove those? Okay, I'll answer this. Hi, I graduated from a high school in Vancouver and went back to my country because of the virus. And I transferred from a different university to U of T. But right now I'm feeling so overwhelmed because of the tension of the workloads that university gave me. I already know it's going to be hard, but I didn't expect it to be that hard. Like I have to spend all of my day doing readings, assignments, and I don't have time to socialize. So I start crying bad as having an idea of going back to my previous university, even though it isn't as prestigious as U of T. And I'm worried my parents will be disappointed, and I'm scared of what other people might think of me. See, this is a little difficult for me to answer because I'm only in high school, and I'm sure my workload is significantly less from this person's. Obviously, my life isn't just high school. I have so many things apart from that, like YouTube too, like then also band things. But that it's not to compare with university, I don't think. But if it's really stressful for you, like, I don't know, that's difficult because you can't just give up, right? Because if you give up, then it might be a little bit affecting on your career. Maybe put This one's so difficult. If you guys have any solutions for this, leave it down below. I personally just think you should take a breath sometime. Like, maybe take like a day off in your week so that you could kind of focus on yourself, your mental health, and just do nothing that day. So it can kind of be like a relaxing experience. I don't know, but that's like the only solution I feel like there is, because you still have to do all this work, right? It's not going to do it by itself. So maybe just take even if you can't take an entire day off, maybe half a day just to relax and actually regain motivation too. Because with this stress mindset, I'm sure the work that's being done isn't perfect. Like, you're reading, but you're also really, really stressed. That probably isn't really effective on your mental health nor your education. So yeah. Someone just put in okay, like, okay. I have a crush on one of my friends who live in my building. I got to know that he likes me too from my mutual friends. Any tips on how I should confess? Oh, this is so interesting. I don't know if you like talk to him often, but if you do, maybe just casually bring it up. And if you already know that he likes you, then that's perfect too. Because then you don't have to be worried about him rejecting you or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Just like when the moment feels right. Don't be too abrupt about it either, I guess. Yeah. Okay. And then a question that's medical. I can't solve that. Okay. Bro. Someone says, why sodium metal is kept in kerosene oil? Name one commercial use of yeast. I'm in a test and I can't answer these. And you're filling out this Google form during your test? What the heck? Well, I think I could name one commercial use of yeast, but what the frick is... I'm not taking chem or bio right now. It's next semester. So I probably can't answer that. Okay. Oh, we only have 10 left. These are all repetitive. Next. Why are they all K-pop audition questions? Oh my god. Because I didn't update, because I tried to eliminate a lot of them, but I couldn't update the last few ones. Oh my god, how are they all K-pop audition questions? Oh my goodness. Oh my god, what the heck? Okay, well this one's just repeating. Okay, we're on the last one, y'all. Oh, and of course the last one is a K-pop audition question. Well, I'm going to edit this form so that no one can make... How do I edit this? So, oh, not anymore accepting responses. Okay, I close the form, and that is the last of the question. Well, thank you so much for watching this. I hope everyone doesn't feel too stressed out. I don't know how to word this, but just know that you're not alone in your struggles, and when time passes, like, you'll think of this as like a mini struggle, I guess. Like, that's so silly. I can't believe I was so stressed about that when it was just only a tiny speck in my life. Like, I'm sure if you look back on your struggles from a few years ago, they're like, oh, really? Was I really stressed about that little thing that didn't even matter too much? I'm sure you'll think of it like that. And just don't have too much pressure on yourself. And for those who have insecurities, like, don't be too worried about what others think of you despite it being so difficult. Like, literally, like, you're the only opinion that matters inside your head. Really. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. It was nice doing an updated version of this. Even if your struggle wasn't answered, I couldn't answer all of them because obviously they're different in some ways, but then they're also kind of similar. So hopefully I touched on your topic just a little bit. If not, I do have a first part of this video. Like, I did it a while ago. I don't remember when it was from. It was one of my first videos actually on here when I first started my podcast. Yes. So it's called Reading Your Life Concerns, episode 3. So right now this should be episode 36. Wow, that's a lot. What should I do for episode 50? Leave your comments down below. Yeah, what should I do? Also, I know these days my videos have not been super long, but maybe next week I'll come back with an ASMR podcast. I don't know. But if you guys have any suggestions for podcasts, I'm always open to those, as long as it's like interesting and fun, I guess. Yeah, so leave your suggestions down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, it just moved totally. Bye.